Привет, ребят.
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone.
Так, что здесь происходит?
Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. It's become much worse since your last trip. Military check.
Ну, здорово. Artex. Привет, Аскет. Есть новости о блокаде.
Nothing new. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. Ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days, and things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly.
Фига себе, быстро вы зашли, ребят. 4 человека.
Trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priced. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse.
Так, я могу идти?
Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't.
Так, понятно. Визу лучше не терять здесь.
I can't believe
that space battle has caused hell with our schedules. Our quotas for shipments are going to be late again.
Ты пришел без сильного оружия, флешка для тебя особая распродажа. Торговец Аквалиш, раз ты не должен торговаться с кем-нибудь битхом за пару кредитов. Ты знаешь, обойтись. Фаербом, здравствуй. Что знаешь о королеве и генерале Ваку? Так, что ты продаешь? Я бы хотел посмотреть на твои товары. Так, ну это все. Вау. Надо все улучшения для светового меча покупать. Сила +2. Вау. Классная рукавица. Урон физический, оглушение. Давайте купим. Хороший предмет. Что еще интересного у него есть? Вау, тяжелый карабин. Он тоже, наверное, пригодится. Урон очень жесткий у него. Охотничья маска. Модификатор атаки, ловкость. Не подходит для Вуки. Понятно. Так, тут зверьки будут бунтовать. Я не торговец. Ты кто?
I have flown great distances gathered. We keep hoping that Ithorians or Thosians get through. Our people have been here for centuries, though we were not always one with the wilds of Onderon. In ancient times, our people were criminals, but our ancestors learned how to survive and even tame the mighty beasts. They became our strength and companion. But 2 generations ago, an Isis princess named Gallia and a great beast rider here, but now things are unraveling.
Так, что значит все стоит на свои места?
Many beast riders have fallen to the city ways, and some are now no more than common thugs. Queen Talia and her cousin, the beasts stir from the changes in the wind and cannot be calm.
Почему так трудно попасть в город?
No one is to leave the city without the starport visas.
Чем делаются твои звери?
Telos was attacked by Darth Malak in the Jedi Civil War. The surface was
А Телос это Тарис, что ли?
The Ithorians have been searching for appropriate wildlife to create a new Telos, but their merchants are stalled by the blockade.
Что типа Телос это Тарис из первой части? Не понял связь.
They have been kept in their cages for a long time, but
Beasts can be sensitive to the currents within cities and
perhaps it is the city itself. Isis has... Calm. What?
What?
Run! The bomber is out of control!
Взял, свалил такой. Как его приручить? И типа все. Его обратно в клетку загнать. Я его успокоил, но он в клетку не заходит. Видимо, придется его расхерачить. What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know what to say. I have heard stories, but I assumed that not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely.
Твари часто это делают?
Absolutely not. But recently, the beasts grow more agitated by the day. The stories say that the smoldering fires of city politics, as you've just seen, when they get that way, not even a skilled beast rider can control them. As soon as I leave here, I will talk.
Спасибо вам за кредит, это не обязательно.
Please keep them. It salves the
Светлую сторону надо снова набирать по максимуму. Терминал.
In the latest news today, the Onderan Space Force has confirmed that a Republic military sources inside the military say the first shots of the massive battle were the Ebon Hawk is a capital-class vessel and it destroyed 15 Onderan military fighters before being destroyed. Queen Talia is expected to make an announcement later today. Whether her...
Понятно.
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on Isis? Why not? I can see you have no crates or cargo. You're free to go. Don't lose your starport visa, otherwise you...
Прикольно, я убеждение замаксил, они даже мне ничего сделать не могут.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for Isis Com.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silent.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu...
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking...
Please, ma'am, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. Just...
Что происходит? Какие у вас доказательства?
Warrants. General Vaklu passed an edict giving the military... It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave Isis or go under... That is classified military information. Men, let him go. We'll be back with a court order. And you should watch yourself. You don't want to be known...
I don't know how to thank you.
Блин, убеждение решает.
Getting out of Isis now. Eventually they'll come back for me. After that, thank you.
Понятно. Давайте ему винтовку мощно дадим, которую я прикупил. Броня Мандалора. Он может, больше не может, видимо, в другой броне ходить, только в этой. Опять картинка встала, да? Надеюсь, сейчас отлагает.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I. My husband was killed by General Vaklo's troops. Our home was. We have seen many wars on Isis, and I know war is coming.
Так, еще раз. Я чувствую, что ты мне не все говоришь.
I've told you our story. My husband, he was part of the ISIS Council. He was a strong supporter of the Queen and the Republic. His views were, over time, he became convinced that Vaklo was trying to kill Queen. The conspiracy was discovered, and he was shot during the arrest. What he did was, please.
You have the look of someone used to adversity. Cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open.
Да мне 2000 кредитов ничего не дадут.
You'll find a better deal. Does it matter? Truly matter? No. I have no sad story. I just know people who will pay a great deal for an open starport visa. The credit. Ask someone who cares about that. ISIS has suffered for many years. The strongest of us are accustomed.
Что-то картинка начинает тормозить. Что бы сделать? Так. Вроде. Вроде все работает. Пока что.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Off-Worlder. How can I assist you? Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Isis.
Так, что это за башня?
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Isis is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city. Towers like these were built to protect us against.
Да, что так не работает, нифига.
Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal. Skin like ferrosteel plates. Somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame them years ago.
Невозможно, короче, игру стримить. Сейчас попытаюсь настроить, ребят, чтобы все нормально было. Есть у меня одна мысль.
That's a long story. Sure you have someone else who likes history, huh? All right. Isis was formed pretty much at the dawn of our civilization.
А теперь вообще. Короче, не знаю, как настроить эту игру.
It was born out of necessity. It protected us from the dangerous beasts that litter Onderon. This city is as old as our civilization. For ages, our worst criminals were cast out of the city to an almost certain death. It wasn't completely certain, though. Some of the criminals figured out how to survive out there. They learned how to tame the native beasts. And it wasn't long before they turned their... A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel.
Так, ну всадники больше вам не враги, что случилось?
About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders, Orin Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast Wars. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people.
Так, вы все еще союзники? Надо спросить. Не хватало бы второй раз клавиатуру залить.
It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu is forbidden Drexel in Isis. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders. We know better than thugs. Certainly, things are quiet right. These are troubled times. You probably heard.
Stay out of trouble. Так, сюда я пока не могу зайти. Так.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. But this is good news. You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed.
Почему ты можешь продавать только людям из космопорта?
General Vaklu is concerned about well-armed insurgents. They've had to get arms from somewhere. Not from me. I can only sell to off-worlders like you that have the proper clearance. And now off-worlders can't come here because of the blockade and searches. But it's a wise policy.
Of
course. Soldiers are only doing their job. Even if it puts me out of business, I am happy. Even if I'm forced to live off scraps in the street, I am so happy to do my part. Long live General Vaklu. Large variety of weapons, then weapon merchant.
Or else what, Keg?
Or else we are very unhappy at not being able to do up.
Прикольно его там солдат прижал. Интересная мантия. Тоже интересно. Что еще можно? Разрыв защиты. Что-то остальное не так интересно. Бунт какой-то назревает.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get
Да.
nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Are you with me?
Кто я?
Yes, you. It is up to each and every one of us to turn the tide, to take control of our future.
Республика действительно что-то делает вам в ответ.
No, they take from us. They are like Minocs, sucking energy and resources from so many worlds. They bleed us for their bureaucracy and their excesses.
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention.
You can't silence me forever, soldier.
Так. Слетает постоянно игра. Не знаю, что делать. Давайте попробуем ее в оконном режиме запустить. Может, тогда будет работать.
These are dangerous times. People like Ponlar aren't making it any easier.
Терминал не удалось сломануть. Ну да хер с ним.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalikba. Shanek ma winbok.
Dahupa, Bosa, Urata, Go, Jujutu Yoki. Hiakavatumpa Munsuru Kuplaliyawa. Bo Bagaragawanda Yay.
Mogachi no tahirembe wanachi. Kati mogogra. Drum pabanakaras mangra. Kalalavadumba kumpaile mokata.
Kawana Bota, Yutatanga Kinamatura. Tayaita.
Kawana Bota ayuka taigwa.
Gavadumpa Munsuru Kuplaliyawa. Bo Bagaragawanda Yaitua Ulwa. Kawana Bota.
Я мало знаю, что про генерала вокруг.
Fereki mangradu noko herete jun sombo marampi no sukla.
Taracho Mosincho Kavavolpa Muliji Kumanami. Kawana Bota Yutatanga Kinam.
Ondalal no saga. Drum pabanakaras mangra.
Последствия будут серьезными, если Андерон отсоединится от республики.
Darabinuko sobaramwe masako chiro chuchupichi prem kamsa dachimo danchanek ma winbok lelen telemebilan.
Кому вы больше доверяете?
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasu
Taracho Mosincho Kavavolpa Muliji. Gavadumpa Munsuru Kuplaliyawa. Bo Bagaragawanda Yaitua Ulu.
Dawancha mori konsova. Mawani dinchori kitsodu sobarenwa. Dorchine sobawata.
Donghite Mosi Jotia Yumba Ditawa Ebawatun.
Доверять вашим лидерам это опасно, лучше буду поддерживать королеву Талию. Ваку способен на нее 7 мид. Королева полноправный правитель Андерона, если убрать, это будет предательство. Не, я буду поддерживать того, кто служит моим интересам.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwa.
Kawanabota
Кайо, Амотай. Так, тут ребята меня должны поджидать, вроде как. Некоторые. Поэтому сохранимся. Привет, батя. Так. О, охотники. Посмотрим. Лол всех в стазис закинул. Просто молния на 70. Жахнул всех. Что за ботанские перчатки восприятия? Что они дают? Сейчас надо чекнуть. Взрывчатка 6. Стойкость 2, ловкости. Мне лучше мудрость ставить. Чтобы со способностью большого урона наносить.
A lot of credits to be made around here lately, if you have the right skills.
If you have the right skills. Убийца-душитель. Что там, своего удава душит или что?
Some of those alien thugs had a go at you, right?
Что за кровяга? Сейчас надо расследование будет вести.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock. Reinitializing complete.
Никого ты работаешь.
1B8D was built and programmed by Tolos the Trader. 1B8D was built to buy droid components for below base cost value and sell components based on most favorable market. That goes against my primary behavior programming. All items must be sold based on the most market conditions all set to 0. All prices now set to base.
Прикольно, я хакнул. В смысле на 0 установлено, блин, все равно очень дорого. Я думал, сейчас за 0 у него все скуплю. Но это какой-то гом. Бист. Частей мало, надо их купить. Давайте что-нибудь продадим ему, не знаю. Что можно впарить? Одежду обычную. Вот это, наверное, можно впарить. Ну, меньше, короче, 1000 пока продадим, все, потом посмотрим. Давайте один продадим. У меня столько брони, что это вообще капец. 550. Шарм. Офигеть. Дополнительная способность улучшенный град ударов. В смысле, у меня так улучшенный град ударов. Дурацкий виброклинок. Дуэльный вибромеч. Меч лудокрэша. Ну, нормально. Что еще можно с ним обсудить?
Greetings, master. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Ну, так, ты можешь ответить на мои вопросы? Так, что ты... Как я могу попасть во дворец? Так. Сюда идем.
This is Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here.
Идем.
The soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them.
Какая башня?
It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
Так, вот это его хата. Этот трупак лежит. Так, что внизу еще был мешок. Химикаты. Еще мешок. Тоже химикаты. Что можно создать? Надо лечение до 30-ки. 27 поднять, судя по всему, чтобы все можно было здесь скрафтить. Но это будет очень долго. Телосложение до 18 надо поднимать каким-то образом. Ну вот харизма и мудрость — это очень крутой предмет. Очень крутой. Резервуары кольта. Опять картинка встала. Сколько можно? Окей, принято. Туру-туру-туру. Что тебе надо? Си-си-си. Так, могу я поговорить по поводу убийства? Сулио. В каких других делах? Пытался объяснить свою ситуацию солдатам. Лекку. Что за лекку? Привет, Ильнас. Так, о, Ника.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Fudot? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful.
Могу поговорить с вами по поводу убийства Сулио.
Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
Так вы знаете Дагана Кента?
No. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion.
Опять подвисло, да? Что будешь делать с этой игрой?
I'd much rather talk about something else.
Окей. Кажется, у тебя хорошее настроение. Я хочу участвовать в гонке. О, очко дьявола, здорово. Как дела? У меня хорошо, ты как сам поживаешь? Где вебка? Сегодня без вебки. И вчера без вебки. Так, я готов к гонкам. Поехали. Налево. Я потерялся. И врезался. Нифига же не видно из этой фигни. Так, я рекорд побил, да? Так, я готов участвовать в гонке. Так, что я получу, если выиграю? Ладно, давайте. Я готов. Пятьдесят 1:64 время, значит. Нормально вмазался так. Я побил рекорд. Я молодец. В втором раунде, в смысле, во втором. Сорок 47 время, охренеть. Ладно, сейчас главное не врезаться тупо. Блин, это косяк был конкретно. Что-то я обосрался так нормально тут. Не смог обогнать. Бля, можно сначала начать? Я обосрался. Врезался. Зафейлил все время. Ну как он так проехал? Надо было только в конце врезаться с его-то временем. Это вообще нереально. Тяжело так побеждать его. Почему второй раунд там? Да как так-то? Опять его размазался. Ебать, да жестко проехал. Без единого столкновения. Сорок три ноль четыре. Реально надо вообще не сталкиваться ни с чем. Понял, я уже столкнулся. Еще раз столкнулся. Шикарно. Как мне это время обойти вообще? Я когда не врезался, 41 секунду проехал. Но это очень сложно сделать. Я все забываю, как двигаться надо. — 41:53 это идеальное время. Е, 5500 кредитов заработал. Просто шикарен.
We're
Меня зовут Митро. Кек. Чебурек.
Welcome back. My deck. Foul business, that is.
Ни о чем нельзя поговорить.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle. Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic? That's the first good news I've had in months. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain... I have to get to Coruscant to deliver my report, but days before After the Jedi Civil War, the Republic was weak, and the cost to the Jedi Order was staggering. This entire region is unstable, and the entire... If Onderon secedes, other worlds may... Trade between our worlds has brought economic prosperity. And people just take it. The Senate also smooths over differences, and is a great instrument for peace. If the... Eventually, the entire... I really can't say. The most I will say is stay clear of General and Vaklu may very well win. What do you want to know? Dagon Gent didn't, because he was with me at the time. It's quite simple. Right now he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, let's say, I'm afraid the Artex are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I stood up for... I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free... I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars.
I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
The information I have is vital. Thank you for the tip. The journey to Coruscant would be more costly and attract more attention. My mission requires the most extreme caution and delicacy. I'm taking a great risk, Tom.
Чё психует?
The ISIS swoop by champion just talked.
There's got to be something you need, something you want. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do yet. I am not going to tell you what I'm using it for. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's
Quixotic crystals are from an earlier age. Some of the first Jedi found them on a planet whose sun, the star, went nova millennia ago. They are as...
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get... Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied with... It's a small universe. I don't really care about the trouble that's behind you or ahead of you. I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no... Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects.
Что, пацаны, делаем тут?
This room is reserved, off-worlder. I suggest you leave the room, off-worlder. I've got all the fans up. This room is if you ask me, she got what she deserved. I know his face, that's about it. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Так, понятно, валим. О, Киф. Я хочу поговорить с тобой об убийстве капитана Сулю. Камовабота.
Tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska munga chinorta imbrei wanachiki drumba bambua kau munga chinorta imbrei wanachiki drumba bambua kunti chan kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura tayaita ta Tawancha morichiwa kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura.
Так, ладно, понятно. Можно валить отсюда. Сейчас сохранимся. Сейчас летает захват постоянно. Там еще одни пацаны, что ли?
Sommo godosi sheba dentesco branta badmin soju. Da come just mak miki. Yatuka o wanrika choti kavadumpa mo wendido chokere mi nortaku. Было круто. Только у вас опять все зависло, да?
A lot of credits to be made around here lately, if you have the right skills.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have her watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
Так довольный.
The sky ramp is restricted to military The sky ramp leads to the battlements, and this particular ramp leads straight to the palace itself. No civilians are allowed past this point.
Понятно.
I'm the one in charge here, Off-Worlder. If you try to get past me, there's no... I am Captain Bastuco. I have served
20 years would mean you were here during the Mandalorian Wars, right?
I was a soldier when the Mandalorians took our world, and I fought in the Resistance. When we drove them from Onderon, I served on the Wall for 10 years after.
You mean after the Jedi drove the Mandalorians from Onderon? The Mandalorians
Such of you could be considered treason. Onderon was responsible for much of the fighting during the last days of the war. General Vaklu is my superior officer, and I respect the chain of command. The sky ramp.
Так, понятно тут. Больше мне ничего не скажет.
This terminal isn't for all. I suggest.
Не надо мне тут suggestить.
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
I won't remain silent any longer. The Republic has actively attacked us. They attack our space. No! If Queen Talia is so removed that she won't do what the people so...
That's it, Ponlar. We're taking...
Brothers and sisters, let us rise up. Sacrifices are inevitable. The time of patience is over.
He's wrong! They're arming. We need backup. We could use your assistance. Try... Thank you, Off-Worlder. We may have... Kill!
Порезали.
Captain, you're back. We have...
Так, визу у меня пока нету. Надо ее открытой сделать.
Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure. We certainly do. He and Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the Starport checkpoint. A good soldier. So far, he's just a suspect. But if...
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Spark. Старый Star Wars. Да, старый Star Wars. Почему бы и нет?
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or
Star Wars
find a real
классная
killer.
игра.
Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The colonel thinks that murder isn't too
Да,
far a
пройду,
stretch for
потом
someone
вернусь
like
в Fortnite.
him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspect. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble.
Что опять тормозит картиночка.
What else?
Все, пойдем дело расследовать. Опять одно и то же. А, точно, надо левел им поднять. Сейчас забываю. Я. Какие у него способности есть? Мощный выстрел вкачаем. Чего их вкачать, я не знаю даже. Вау. Прикольно. Мне нравится. Наф.
Greetings, Master.
Так, не появилось то, что нам нужно пока что. Окей. Идем в бар, значит.
Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Da upa vos entomesh mi paju. Da wancha mor. Da upa vos sakurata go jujutu yo. Mungachine ta imbrei wanachike. Drumba bambua. Kuntichan kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita, Tabosanana, da Upa, o Sakurata, go Jujuto Yoki, Hiata Yamba Wachia, Mungachino, Taimbre Wanachiki, Drum da Upa.
С кем еще можно перетереть?
This room is... Huh. I know his face. She's a beast rider.
Так эти наемники нам ничего глудом не скажут, да?
Do you have a visa yet? I had faith you'd get hold of one. So what do you want for it? Here you go.
Good to see you again. What do you... Dagon again? Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. She did? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. But the Onderon military won't let him off that. Maybe some of these people will know more about...
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Bazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard.
We both waited for the next day they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's just outside.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave.
Так, идем на улицу. Будем на улице рыть.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid.
Greetings, Master. 1B. 1B.
Пока нельзя, надо обратно идти в бар. Бегать туда-сюда, меня это бесит уже так.
Da upa o sakurata go jujuto yoki. Punta chivita. Da wancha morichiwa mufal. Ichawa te crossi wisho toda así. Da wan Kava dobre kun Tinor. What?
This room is that Biff keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's one
Так, все. Ходим на улицу.
Greetings, Master. Entity Behemoth unknown. I have the market rate. Thank you.
Kif in the cantina can probably.
Только туда-сюда бегать приходится здесь. Гемор какой-то.
Da upa osa kawana botai.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana botai yutatanga kinamatura.
Welcome back. If it'll help there's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite.
Nico, is it? And the off-worlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Solio and this Gent were fighting the night she was... Have you read the report? Some of the things Solio called him were vile. Solio and Dagon clearly hated each other. Why, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima the bartender can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were not pair, but they certainly didn't hate it.
I see. But there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime. So what? What matters is who was there first. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Solio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. You have a recording? And I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gant. The real killer is still loose.
Very well,
Captain. The men will be working on getting Dagon Gant out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat. The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some... With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not gonna say anymore. If you head over to Dagon Gant's office, Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. We really need to patrol it.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one.
Может, это друг.
Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. It just happened to be too close when she got dead. Real shame. She wasn't bad to look at, and she could drink. No, and at this point, she's dead now. Not like finding whoever did it will bring her back. Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hud's Fall. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a Master there, I think I know who it is. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodiscs that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those discs because they have some contact information on them. People I know you don't just walk. The Kells gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous. Just get me the encrypted holodisc. After that...
Будем, значит, голодиски искать.
Have you found the encrypted holodisc? I doubt that Mikkel is smart enough to realize how valuable those discs are.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is... You? And just... The Offworlder wants to make a donation.
you satisfied with your payment for the visa? The visa wasn't for me, but for an associate of mine. There are plenty of business opportunities.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Где выход? Я уже запутался.
Have you found the Great, go in there. With these, you got anything you need to take care of in the quarter. You best do it now. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in ISIS anymore. Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. Vaklu is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls the general has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. And no offense, but...
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is at full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
KotOR, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malik during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. No, I survived the war. If only just. Why are you here? I imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore. Even an old friend.
Я не ожидал, что ты обернешься против меня, KotOR.
You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada. Every Jedi that went with him was lost, corrupted, and as dark as their master. And then there was you. Many thought you were a spy, but there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an explanation.
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on ISIS. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men, and watch your aim. Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
Go to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of her. I won't let KotOR escape.
For the sake of subtlety, I suggest we avoid using grenades and any other weapons that may...
I'll tell Dagon Gent to get out of ISIS fast. They'll figure out good luck.
Какая жопа произошла. Ничего, это все солдаты, у них даже лута нету. Окей. Печально, конечно, но ладно. фокус. Рукавица, что за рукавица? Мощь ситхов. Я не знаю, может ты ходить? Хотя нет, мои лучше. Мои мне нравятся больше.
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's... What? Why? That makes no sense. Are you sure it wasn't some of those Beast Rider slags? They've been... You must be mistaken. Soldiers just don't attack civilians without orders. If it weren't for the... Just head to the safety of the Merchant Square, citizen. We'll send a patrol to investigate as soon as we can contact our HQ.
Not all the military is after us. Still, Baklu can throw a whole army at us. I think we've outworn our welcome over here. We should head over to the spaceport before General Baklu invents some charges against us. Then we'd be in real trouble.
Че, типа валить надо?
You know what to do. Let's do it. Get it.
В смысле нового туду? Меч ситхов.
The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell?
Блин, я сейчас визу не отдать ей. Блин, еще визу не отдать. Там уже будет поздно.
Be quiet, children. Hush. Everything will be right.
You must be the best swoop.
Your visa's been scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here. No more trips to ISIS for us. We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway. I don't... The Sith aren't known for shit. And then my people, Mandalorians... But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebonhawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guy...
Чё, все, никто больше сражаться не будет?
I don't think you'll be able to return to I... Even a Jedi couldn't defeat...
Ок. Котик. Ляля. Вау, урон плюс 5, регенерация. Киксони, но у меня темных джедаев нету. Не знаю, как это может использовать вообще. Как-нибудь. Окей. Ну, она пусть так будет. Так, тут что? Тут нельзя ничего сделать, да? Мне никто темную силу не использует. Темную сторону. Поэтому я хз. Написано, что оранжевый, но он мне все равно красным кажется. Кекс. Что-то кекс какой-то недовольный. Что-то ему не нравится. For Mandalore.
I hear you handled ISIS adequately. Mandalore, if there's any change planets...
Окей. Что бы прокачать? Использование наручного оружия. Понятно. Сила. Что можно вкачать? Удушение.
Pilot and gunner are both skilled. You destroyed many Onderon fighter... I hear you gave Davril a warrior's death.
Еще кто меня отведет?
I heard you defeated a Zakek. You defeated Davro. I hope he died honorably in battle. After the ambush, Kelvin's been put so.
Кто меня отвести-то может?
We have doubled our sentries. Braylor is one of our mightiest warriors.
Короче, меня никто не хочет отводить, да?
None of the Sith escaped. They dared try to
А вот.
back to your ship. Follow
Пойдем.
me.
There was a pattern to Revan's attacks during the Jedi Civil War. He sought to convert Jedi, not kill them. That is not all. In fact, he fought to keep the infrastructure intact, killed certain political leaders that would lead to destabilization. First Patriarch Lelin Dur of Sirocco, the Corellian diplomat Mimas Yun, and Yusunas of Achani. I am not sure that he intended to conquer. I think he was trying to do something else. I think he was trying to unify the galaxy against some other threat. I do not know. And that concerns me.
Какую ему еще деталь надо? С Креем, может, еще поговорить можно о чем-нибудь.
How many more do we intend to gather? Then prepare for an army, I think. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear them. I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. They obey you because you are. Have you noticed what has been happening? The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The disciple, he worships you quietly. The alien, watch them carefully. See their patterns, and good, and then act upon it. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a discussion, perhaps, for another. Ask. A discussion. Yes. Ask. A discussion.
Не понял.
Yeah, what do you want? The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would... Only Revan was worthy of our respect. We swept through the Outer Rim without any opposition until Revan assumed command of the
Ну, привет, Джести.
Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought. I'm sure there were good reasons. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that now is there something else? You fought with Revan and Malak during the Mandalorian Wars.
Как дела? У меня хорошо. Ты как, Джести, поживаешь?
We'd never faced Jedi before. You've always been in the Jedi Order. Things that are common knowledge to you. We only knew what we had seen in holovids and from our experience with Exar Kun. And by that time, we thought we would triumph easily over such noble and compassionate leaders. Those are weaknesses we... What did you think?
Мандалориан стали угрозой, которую следовало остановить.
Ever nothing more than a border skirmish against the might of my clans. We would have brought a new age of strength and expansion to the Republic, with a wealth of the core worlds providing arms and warships to fuel our growth. Instead, the Republic won. Look around you. Look at what your precious victory has brought you. I ask you this, is the galaxy better off? I suppose we'll never know. Now is there something... You fought. What did you think? I suppose now is...
Что-то опять подвисает картиночка. Ай. Что мне можешь рассказать о мандалорианцах?
The Republic thinks my people are dead. You should have destroyed us when you had the chance. As long as our honor, fortunes, and lives revolve around... There are, but those are luxuries. Luxuries that were paid for, but the Mandalorian clans will be united. Then we will... But we live in times of action. Now is there...
Так.
I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. But I will not be your errand boy. Now is there some... I thought that the Force would be enough of a weapon. That's a good position. Here, now is it... Here you go. Now is... Here you go. Now... Here, now... Here you go. Now... Here you go. But don't get... Now is there... Here you go. Now... Here you go. Already gave you my... Now...
Я его задолбал. Так, с Сатаном, может, что-то можно о чем-то побеседовать.
Something up?
С ним только можно в пазак играть. Он общаться не хочет. Антуин, слетаем. Просим этих мандалорианцев вступить к этому чуваку. Клан.
Yes.
Побежали, побежали. Тык-тык-тык. Жалко, тут снова эти кинраты не спавнятся. Левел негде набивать больше. О, вот вы где.
I am the new Mandalore. I have reclaimed Mandalore's helmet, lost after our defeat at Revan's hand. Assemble the rest of your clan. You will return to Duxon. We must come together. And if I take that helmet from you, guess that makes me the new Mandalore. I've always wanted to be called that. I know all about your exploits, Mandalore. We have fallen far in the past years, but even still, I will not stand idly while a usurper claims to be my leader. It is unfortunate that you feel that way. Perhaps I'll be able to change your mind. We'll see about that. Who wants to die for Artex? No, Mandalore. We will follow you. I have no desire to spill any more Mandalorian blood. Yes, Mandalore.
Прикольно. С него даже лута не будет. Ладно. Херня все это.
What is it?
Так, рубаем нитро. Побежали. Кстати, может... Если в анклав джедаев прийти, что там будет, интересно. Просто я обычно под конец приходил. Когда уже там все восстановлено. А сейчас, когда я уже 2 джедаев нашел, будут ли какие-то изменения?
I heard you were responsible for driving the mercenaries off this rock. That's good. Dantooine, I still got some Jedi.
Jaren says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
Хочу посмотреть, открыта ли дверь. Не, видимо, никто не хочет восстанавливать. Ну ладно. Значит, пойдем отсюда. Я думал, хотя бы сейчас какие-то изменения будут, хотя бы дверь откроют. Но, видимо, не судьба. Значит, летим на наш Ада. Там будет очень геморно, насколько я знаю.
Who are you? What are you doing on this
Enough. What did you see in the web of worlds that have died? What did you see when you saw it through the Force?
I see the death of the galaxy. Of life. First, I thought it was just conquest. But it's more terrible than that. It's an echo, spreading outwards, killing everything. It's not possible.
You are a wasted pawn of the Republic, young one. You could have been so much more, even with your wide-eyed innocence, your naive love for others. Now you understand the magnitude of what is being done.
I know you. Not even the markings of the dark side can hide it. Why have you done this?
I? Do you think I seek the death of all living things? There is no victory in such things. I do not want to win our war like this, little Jedi. When I win, I wish it to be because I was right, my teachings true.
How long have you been here? Among us?
You know the truth. I have always been here, watching and listening to the echo you have found. You know its source and what must be done.
I will not let you hurt her.
Little Jedi, you cannot stop me. But you will forget this. Your mind is worse than the others, so open, so trusting. Your feelings for her are your weakness. Yet I will gift you with this. You will remember what you have discovered when the time is correct. Know that you have seen what formerly only I knew. Now we shall see if you have the strength to stop what comes.
Так, идем. В медотсеке вроде залипает.
Yes, is something... At times, I meditate. Simply close my eyes. I try to treasure these moments before the next. Of course. I try to treasure these moments before the next. I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic. That is... No, it is... That is hard... A force bond. I'm not sure. No. I thought I had heard mention of such connections in some of the holocrons. I do not know. I do not know who has taken them. If we were to find them, perhaps... I know some of what you speak. It is said that when a Jedi and Padawan establish a close connection, the intensity of the connection varies.
Прикольно.
That bonding is said to also be something that manifests
Когда
itself
уже
in such
закончится,
techniques as Bastila's battle
больше
meditation,
половины игры я
the
прошложу.
ability to touch the minds of others, to
А
demoralize
что за
or
режимы в
inspire.
Фортнайте?
It is also said that moments of death or near death may also cause such bonds. The stronger one... I've never heard of a bond being lethal. I suppose such a thing is possible. I had not truly believed Bastila's battle meditation until I had seen it in action. Thoughts. Images, perhaps, but not actual communication and words. A bond often called... Still, I have seen Jedi who have the ability to communicate with aliens and beasts. It is a rare... I've never heard of a bond being lethal. I suppose such a thing is possible. I'd not... I do not know...
Что еще у него спросить?
It is... Thoughts. That...
Что еще можно с ним о чем поговорить?
No, it is... It is difficult, but to them... It is...
Короче, гемор.
You are correct. I am afraid if I look familiar, it is because we have met before. At the Enclave, as on Coruscant, Force-sensitive children are taken to Dantooine as well. If you are not chosen by a master when you have come of age. I met you on Dantooine. You taught us how to move within the Force and see it flow within others. How to see it in the behaviors of others and use that. It is difficult to explain the difference between you and Master Vrook, but I think it is because he was knowledgeable, but not a leader. You were different. We could all... And I knew that if I were to have a master, I would want it to be... And then you went to war. Many Jedi went to war, and the Jedi Masters proclaimed that... I knew at that moment that if you would no longer be a Jedi, then you must be correct. I realized I did not want to be a Jedi. Instead, I wished to follow your path, and in any event, there was no one to train me, even if I wished it. They all went to war. It is possible to forget the Force, you know. If you have not felt it strongly enough, then there is little... And so I decided to serve the Republic, study the Jedi teachings, gather... I felt some part of you should be preserved, so that your lessons... Perhaps. It is not time, if there ever is a... I am on a diplomatic... I know... That... It is not time. Forgive... You are that Jedi. But the records are somewhat evasive on why this was... I wanted to discuss why you chose... Perspective. Nothing more. I see. And because you went to war, they cast you out? Do you have a record of this? Perhaps I shall examine it when I get the chance. I appreciate your I have studied the whole... I must confess. Yes, but exile is rare, and I have found it is not really something that the Order can enforce. Believe it or not, it was really your choice. I don't think so. perhaps some of them felt strongly about your sentence. Again, the choice to... Because I, too, turned away from the Order. Under less extreme circumstances, perhaps, but... I'm not certain I do either. Because because... Then I shall... Yes? Is something... I think you are right. It is... I have watched you. You have become strong in the Force again. But that is not all, my master. The one intended for me, left to fight in the... Now she has returned. The one who was to be my master was lost at Malachor 5.
So it ends.
I want you to teach me the ways of the Force. To become a Jedi Knight. What I meant to be. Yes, is that a Force bot? That
Yes. Very well. A discussion. I misspoke before, and I do not wish to choose my words unwisely. Ask. Ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember. Am I? Then perhaps you should know. There are techniques in the Force, where one can cloud, and on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death, where sensing such things is difficult. As I said, it is of no consequence to me. No, but if I did, you would never know, so my words only carry as much worth as you believe them to. But perhaps you will understand this, that perhaps it is important to me. It is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from... I did not ask you to trust me, only that you listen. Ask. I miss... Ask. A discussion, perhaps.
Короче, не хочет она общаться. Ладно, хер с ним.
Yeah, what do you... I fought countless battles. Ones most didn't walk away from. The wounds add up. I may have been stronger in my youth, and stupider. But now is there something...
Че, с кем еще с Визасмар можно поговорить?
My life for yours.
My life for yours.
I will end. My there were they. It was not a for his and the they and they hope he cannot enough. I do not understand. They hope he can't enough. They hope he cannot enough. I will. I'm not familiar, but there are many factions where they be. I will. There are where they.
Короче, Визасмар ничего не говорит. Ну хер с ним. Полетели на Наршада.
we are. The Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict.
Too many Mandalorians were scattered after the war, without purpose.
Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight. It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years. Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. Not everyone... Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many so others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a... It won't be easy. There's so much traffic. We're gonna touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's... Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of world... Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic. We're gonna touch...
Okay.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should... Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe.
Такие дроиды забавные.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the smuggler's moon, she is not to be harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours.
Josimu poenda rakawa ichirendu momoparu akawana abawasi. You croren man mapusiti nolara.
Honto no saka, jita bedwana maticha, kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupanaret atamakcha.
Taranamosibu and Nasarans. Kramer Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha, Bomababe want to Susintu Mukarata, to Asfrectonatada Bear Mabar Chokto, Torenibu Inturata Sisi Meborokra.
Request. If KotOR's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Havadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimorosa kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rijiso karve mokso, rochito salsa grindia, kichunuka banito. Renfiloso ni heku chupanaret, atamakcha. Tahupo boteño go jucho picha, gwen tabani sochu, norotoga proto lalashishi, jubadosa jibacha, ratak mansan, dokosha na chitolo.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Doveri nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Doveri nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Gole rosodish. Ranta kras mobas.
Ох, жопа.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so head to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours. Sure, most of the... Well, I mean, not this one, but they all have the reputation. Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system. Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. Well, I mean, not this one, but they all have the reputation. No, but I forgot to tell the rest of the sector's a dead zone. Yeah. All right.
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you. There should be a central trip. Well, that means finding either a bounty hunter, a ranking member of the Exchange, or someone willing to talk, none of which are too appealing. Bounty hunters in the Exchange are going to want to shoot you, and someone who is willing to talk is willing to talk.
The bounty is a waste of our efforts. All that matters is the Jedi. The intentions of the thugs of this moon are of no consequence.
Forgive me, but these bounty hunters pose a threat to her. Their persistence is unusual, and if they're not stopped...
I agree. They're nothing more than a distraction. But even a distraction may prove fatal at a critical moment. We must protect her.
If you are so certain of your path, then do what you will. It makes no difference.
It's up to you. There's bound to be someone in the sector willing to spill their guts for... And just being here should be enough. People in the refuge...
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here will be difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible. Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to...
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad! Yeah? Well, this is the first I've heard of it. I got a ship that's supposed to dock on this pad any hour now.
Давайте с этим стафом побегаем, не знаю. Не знаю, что ему одеть даже.
I'm listening.
Не знаю, что вкачать. Так, что я...
Just say the word.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked. Thanks for your help. Whatever you're...
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hand. And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another... The Force binds all things. The slightest push, even an act of kindness, may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness. Good. Mind what I have said.
Так, тут можно уже дроида восстановить, да? Сейчас меч прокачаем чуваку.
Geraktada cemente benga rukutoto onde chu. Terewana jun konata della guna tuna. Charanana gundoso remina che lora.
Sulstan's hearing's pretty sharp, if you couldn't guess from the lobes.
Va te vaka reware sumukun cherenurigrom. Mone der riba konados. Der into runto wakare ko e wapgere. Do rendisa guni tenasa francenta sanki ferwastawe.
Что на испанском что даже говорит?
Here might know someone who can change the ebb and flow.
Terewana jun konata della raguna. Terewana jun konata della raguna tuna. Der into runto wakare ko e wapgere bu. Nenso telepachan gorsada. Charanana gundoso remina che lorak guru katada. Ona jun sensen. Doesn't horin teri. Der into runto wakare ko e wapatera dana chingaradana. Fer. Geraktada cemente der
Sulstan's hearing.
Ладно, погнали отсюда. Блин, сразу зашел, 3 квеста получил, охренеть может. Не слишком ли это жирно? Так, где-то здесь дроидов продают, да? Что еще покупает? О, процессор. Все, можно собрать этого дроида наконец-то. Кто?
Gerek tada cemen sebingar urukutut. Der winter runto wakere kwe wap ger. Tere. Gerek tada cemen. Der. Tere wanna dig. Tere wanna.
Окей. Сейчас на кораблик зайдем. Надо кое-что сделать.
Ну крутой. С красным мечом ходит.
Это оранжевый. Тут просто незаметно найти от матрицы.
Do you need a hand? No, I don't. Go back to your training. I'll call you if I need someone useless.
Is there some problem? I was only offering to help.
Problem? No, no problem. Just wondering how long you're planning to stick around.
For as long as she needs me, of course.
How heroic of you. Well, she doesn't need you. In fact, we were doing just fine until you showed up.
Actually, there are times when it seems you could use some help.
Always with the details, aren't you? You can't fool me. You have some agenda. Spying on her. Always keeping your eye on her.
No, I don't. I simply admire her. She has many qualities worthy of respect, and a strength that matches her beauty. Surely you've noticed.
Yeah, and I noticed first. Get it? So cut it out. And another thing, stop being all noble around her in your big hero way. She sees right through your little act. She likes honest guys, not guys that run around being unselfish and heroic all the time.
I thought she was the hero. I wish to show you something.
Что?
Not with words, but by close your eyes. Feel. Someone is creating an echo, a resonance in the force. Someone is consuming life, using it to feed their hunger. Each dying world creates an echo in the force. It touches all life in ways that are invisible to see. The darkness, the despair created from such event. A critical point is approaching.
Так, я робота пришел восстанавливать. В смысле, я же процессор запилил ему, что ему еще надо? Мутировать дроидное шасси. Где мне это шасси найти? Странно. Что за фигня?
Melampas tarawando krim. Jona yurturengachi. Bani sokokran. Jun soba me rapa. No kuma randisam. Mogachi nota harempe wanachi. Drum papa nakares magre. Kavadumpa ku papa yi mokata. Yuzutom ta hupo botenyo goju chopicha. When tabani. Takam pluchis miku mogo grab. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi bot. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimurota gams. Banisukok. Ganowi sorando kranobi soto. Taranda.
Короче, этого дроида надо ломануть будет потом. Ты что за нах сейчас был? Типа другие тут тоже летают, что ли? Понял. Что-то дерьмо какое-то вышло.
Loka Kamara. Taranamo Sibu and Dasar. Taranamo Sibu and Donos. Loka Kamaran and Dosora. Taranamo Sibu. Taranamo Sibu. Taranamo Sibu and Das.
Dorota Sinta. Pasa Susho we. Kanai. Meko ga rifti no so me. Crimso chi mapo hirembi kachapas pato. Dokini kamare zuni inash ito bawen so mas. Donichi ramagin somos rapana. Dawanga nochi. Roren manama kochpa ino. Poso doki.
Короче, надо хакнуть этого дроида каким-то образом.
Sunaranga machochane. Donina chiwa. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimo. Kavadumpe masuraku. Drabinuka soba mamara, dancha neg mamambaka. Kawana bota atagwa kanka dewa. Joanna masarang. Kavadumpe mas.
Watakratunji, mularayi mulakriti. Lahuba ko sakurata ko jujuto yoki, hiata yamba waji. Kawana bota yuta tarak krono king bulatunga chopa chava gnurute.
Зря темную сторону запилил. Ладно, пока пойду отдыхать, ребят. Попозже еще врублю стрим.